The Testament of Simeon, the second son of Jacob and Leah. Introduction. Simeon's confession and repentance. The copy of the words of Simeon, the things which he spake to his sons before he died, in the 120th year of his life, at which time Joseph his brother died. For when Simeon was sick, his sons came to visit him, and he strengthened himself, and sat up, and kissed them, and said, Hearken, my children, to Simeon your father. And he said he would declare unto them what things he had in his heart. He said he was born of Jacob as his father's second son, and his mother Leah called him Simeon, because the overseer had heard her prayer. Moreover, he became strong exceedingly. He shrank from no achievement, nor was he afraid of aught. For his heart was hard, and his liver was immovable, and his bowel without compassion, because valor also had been given from the Most High to men in soul and body. For in the time of his youth he was jealous in many things of Joseph, because his father loved him beyond air, and he set his mind against him to destroy him, because the prince of Deceit sent forth the spirit of jealousy and blinded his mind, so that he regarded him not as a brother, nor did he spare even Jacob his father. But his Creator and the Master of his fathers sent forth his angel, and delivered him out of his hands. For when he went to Shechem to bring ointment for the flocks, and Reuben to Dothan, where were their necessaries and all their stores, Judah his brother sold him to the Ishmaelites. And when Reuben heard these things, he was grieved, for he wished to restore him to his father. But on hearing this, he was exceedingly wroth against Judah. He let him go away alive, and for 5 months he continued wrathful against him. But the overseer restrained him, and withheld from him the power of his hands, for his right hand was half withered for 7 days. And he said he knew to his children that because of Joseph this had befallen him, and he repented and wept. And he besought the overseer, the Almighty, that his hand might be restored, and that he might hold aloof from all pollution and envy, and from all folly, for he knew that he had devised an evil thing before the overseer, and Jacob his father, on account of Joseph his brother, in that he envied him. The evil of envy and its cure. And now Simeon said to his children, Hearken and beware of the spirit of deceit and of envy. For envy ruleth over the whole mind of a man, and suffereth him neither to eat nor to drink, nor to do any good thing, but it ever suggested to him to destroy him that he envied. And so long as he that is envied flourisheth, he that envieth fadeth away. 2 years therefore he afflicted his soul with fasting and the fear of the overseer. And he learnt that deliverance from envy cometh by the fear of the Most High. For if man flee to the overseer, the evil spirit runneth away from him, and his mind is lightened. And henceforward he sympathizeth with him whom he envied, and agreeth with those who love him, and so ceaseth from his envy. Joseph's good example. And his father asked concerning him, because he saw that he was sad. And he said unto him that he is pained in his liver, for he mourned more than they all, because he was guilty of the selling of Joseph. And when they went down into Egypt, and he bound him as a spy, he knew that he was suffering justly, and he grieved not. Now Joseph was a good man, and had the Spirit of the Most High within him, being compassionate and pitiful. He bore no malice against him, but loved him even as the rest of his brethren. Beware, therefore, my children, of all jealousy and envy, and walk in singleness of heart, that the Most High may give you also grace and greatness and gifts upon your heads, even as ye saw in Joseph's case. All his days he reproached them not concerning this thing, but loved them as his own soul, and beyond his own sons magnified them, and gave them riches and cattle and fruits. Do ye also, my children, love each one his brother with a good heart, and the spirit of envy will withdraw from you. The evil of envy, for this maketh savage the soul, and destroyeth the body. It causes anger and war in the mind, and stirreth up unto deeds of blood, and leadeth the mind into frenzy, and causeth tumult to the soul, and trembling to the body. For even in sleep some malicious jealousy, deluding him, knoweth, and with wicked spirits disturbeth his soul, and causeth the body to be troubled, and waketh the mind from sleep in confusion. And as a wicked and poisonous spirit, so appeareth it to men. The comeliness of Joseph. Therefore was Joseph comely in appearance, and goodly to look upon, because no wickedness dwelt in him. For some of the trouble of the spirit the face manifested. An exhortation to goodness. Simeon said, And now, my children, make your hearts good before the overseer, and your ways straight before men. And ye shall find grace before the overseer and men. Beware, therefore, of fornication, for fornication is mother of all evils, separating from the Most High, and bringing near to Beliar. Levi is to wage the war of the overseer. Simeon said, I have seen it inscribed in the writing of Enoch, that your sons shall be corrupted in fornication, and shall do harm to the sons of Levi with the sword. But they shall not be able to withstand Levi, for he shall wage the war of the overseer, and shall conquer all your hosts. And they shall be few in number, divided in Levi and Judah. And there shall be none of you for sovereignty, even as also our father prophesied in his gifts, the gifts of Simeon's posterity, if sin be avoided. Simeon said, Behold, I have told you all things, that I may be acquitted of your sin. Now, if ye remove from you your envy, and all stiff-neckedness, as a rose shall my bones flourish in Israel, and as a lily my flesh in Jacob. And my odor shall be as the odor of Libanus, and as cedars shall holy ones be multiplied, from me forever. And their branches shall stretch afar off. Then shall perish the seed of Canaan, and a remnant shall not be unto Amalek. And all the Cappadocians shall perish, and all the Hittites shall be utterly destroyed. Then shall fail the land of Ham, and all the people shall perish. Then shall all the earth rest from trouble, and all the world under heaven from war. Then shall a sign be magnified greatly unto Israel. For the overseer, the Almighty, appearing on earth, shall come as a man, and saving through him man. Then shall all the spirits of deceit be given to be trodden under foot, and men shall rule over wicked spirits. Then Simeon shall arise in joy, and will thank the Most High because of his marvelous works. Because the Creator had taken a body and eaten with men and saved men. An exhortation to obey Levi and Judah. Simeon said, Now, my children, obey Levi and Judah, and be not lifted up against these two tribes, for from them shall arise unto you the salvation of the Most High. For the overseer shall raise up from Levi as it were a high priest, and from Judah as it were a king, the Most High and man. He shall save all, the Gentiles and the race of Israel. Simeon said, Therefore I give you these commands, that ye also may command your children, that they may observe them throughout their generations. Death and burial of Simeon. And when Simeon had made an end of commanding his sons, he slept with his fathers, being 120 years old, and they laid him in a wooden coffin, to take up his bones to Hebron. And they took them up secretly during a war of the Egyptians, for the bones of Joseph the Egyptians guarded in the tombs of the kings. For the sorcerers told them that on the departure of the bones of Joseph there should be throughout all the land darkness and gloom, and an exceeding great plague to the Egyptians, so that even with a lamp a man should not recognize his brother. And the sons of Simeon bewailed their father, and they were in Egypt until the day of their departure by the hand of Moses.